What's up, Shazam family? We're back with another episode of how to beat wake ups with Shazam, and this time we're facing everyone's favorite online spam machine, Deathstroke. So let's make sure that he is set to auto block. Great. Um, so Shazam, actually, this is a hard matchup for Shazam if the Deathstroke player has lag on his side and is a good zoner. Like it's a hard matchup. The reason I'm doing this video is because I ran into a Deathstroke with 40,000 wins on PS4. Literally 40,000 wins. He trashed me 3 times. I went to training mode. Remembered the matchup, and I beat him that 4th time, giving him like something like one of his 4,000 losses or something. Dude has 90% win rate. It's insane. Um, so yeah, I wanted to basically share some of the stuff I learned and some of the stuff I remembered, character-specific punishes, stuff like that. Um, so first thing is not sword spin. Let's go over sword flip. This was the like Shoryuken. This was the Ken Ryu brain dead Shoryuken, right? Um, Everybody uses this online. You can beat this. You can beat this easily as Shazam. It's just tricky. So I guess it's not easy. It's tricky. It's tricky. So the way to do it is after Herculean Might, you can do. You know what? Let's do this. You can either do back 3, or you can do forward 3. Forward 3 is much trickier. Timing's much tighter. But you get either a really easy Solomon's Judgment activation, or you get some just like nice damage. So that's 35% for 1 meter, nothing to sneeze at. The other way to beat this move, this setup, is to block. It is minus 21. You will crap all over him. You can literally do any move you want as Shazam. And that usually means a Herculean Might running command grab for insane amounts of damage, for half of his life gone for one silly wake up move. Boom. The best part is styling on folks. So yeah, let's see if I can do this. This is the only time I would ever use this combo. That was not what I wanted to do, but holy crap, did you see that damage? Okay, again, not what I wanted to do. You know what, we're gonna do it one more time, because I like showing off this combo, and this is one of the only times I would feel comfortable actually using it in a match. Because this friggin' move is so terribly minus. So there you go. It's a beautiful Solomon's Judgment Shazam combo. So yeah, you use your armored moves to beat this, or I found this super insanely fun, absurd setup. It's tricky, but you can friggin', no joke, you can thread the needle with back 3. You can avoid all these hits. See, check that out. Just the animation on it. You can avoid it. You can also punch him through it if you let go just a little bit sooner. So this is insane. Like, you know how sword flip happy the Deathstroke players were back in the day. They saw you doing anything, man. They were like, I'm using it, you know? That was 47% for 1 meter. I think, let's see if I can get the optimal. The 2 meter. Sweetness, 55%. Oh, it's so awesome. So yeah, you can thread the needle. It's really hard to do. I'm assuming it'd be even more difficult online. But you basically just hold back 3 the second you land, and you release it after, a second and a half or something. So that's dope. Oh, and then because you're probably going to be using Atlas Torpedo at least to close the distance every once in a while, there you go. You literally can just double dash, or not double dash. You never want to double dash. He will always autocorrect. But if you do the same thing you use for Psionic Push on Martian Manhunter, you can get a free back 2-3. And then you get some nice damage. I think you get like 52%. We're gonna try to get it so that's optimal, so I can show it off. And you remember we had Deathstroke set to auto. Oh no! I don't know why this combo in particular has been tricky for me lately. There we go. So 51%, excuse me. So there you go. That's how you beat Sword Flip. And you were guaranteed to get serious punishes off of that in games. 100%. On online Deathstrokes used it all the time. The only other option he has as a wake up is Sword Spin. And Sword Spin is actually the more measured Deathstroke approach. Like, you would know that you had a decent Deathstroke on your hands when he would do Sword Spin. Sword Spin is -6, so it's unpunishable. There's a meter burn option. You can either go low or high, and both of those are punishable as well. The nice thing about this is both variations of this attack get beaten by Shazam's buttons. Off of Herculean Might, your jump 2 will get hit. So jump 2 is like not... How about this? It won't get hit every time. It's more inconsistent. You have to use it sort of in the middle of your jump arc. It's a little tricky, right? Actually, you know what? Is that just really meaty? Yeah, so you have to use it meaty. But it is... So there you go. You get a nice 52% damage combo there off of that. Or you can be way cooler and you can use your jump 3 from a little higher up. And you can get my personal favorite Shazam combo. Even better. You know what? Let's do it with... Let's do it like this. No, I messed it up. It's just been fun coming up with really optimized stuff for Shazam lately. So forgive me as I try to have a little fun here. There we go. So, holy crap, man! He tries to wake up. He's less likely to do sword flip because you've been punishing it like crazy. You hit him with 63% damage. Oh, feels so good. So there's that. It's running up and blocking just means that he's safe. You can't really do much from that. Your safest bet is is just stand 2. That will reach, and you know he's fairly minus, so it's not that big a deal. You can put him into the 2-2 mix-up. The one thing that I will say is this move will cancel a lot of your like. Actually, I did that too well. A lot of times you'll do something like this, and then you'll jump in. And that will beat it. Like attempting a cross-up is a little trickier. And then, oh, and sorry, I forgot to show you. Yeah, after Achilles Clutch, you can do anything you want. The thing is, depending on when you hit the jump 3, you'll either stay in front or go behind. You typically will cross up if you try to hit it a little deeper. So keep that in mind when you do your combos. I believe jump 2 works just as well. There you go. And then after Atlas Torpedo, it's a little trickier. You can do your double dash, but you get caught, right? Oh shoot, I forgot to even show you. So that works. You have to do it very quick. Because you don't want the second hit to get you. Man, for whatever reason, this is shoot, I didn't even get hit by that. That's awesome. So we've got some hidden range on our back three. Bam. Cool. And then you can also get an activation, but you have to do this much quicker. Actually, you know what? You can't get an activation. But you can get 35%. That's actually how I beat that dude. He woke up with sword spin after I Achilles clutched. And I did this, and I did this, and he was dead. So that was awesome. Unbreakable damage. So yeah, sword spin is the trickier of the two. It's safer. It's less punishable on block, but it is far more open to aerial assault. So a good Deathstroke will mix up the two, but a good Shazam will, like, we'll just do something like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. Why? I feel like the recovery after Achilles clutch is so weird. So there you go. We'll just zip zap around it. You know what I'm saying? For Atlas Torpedo, you just do a little tiny weight, then you get a free punish. Oh, I love playing this character. So that's how you beat sword flip or sword spin, excuse me. Ooh, and then wait a little bit, and then he's dead. Then he's eaten 50% damage. Cool. So that's it. That is how you beat Deathstroke. You armor through his wake-ups, which are very susceptible to armor. You can thread the needle on sword flip, and you can do a lot of tricky... You can just donk him from the air when he resorts to sword spin. I guess the last thing I would say is, like, if you do something like this... actually, yeah, this is kind of... If you just neutral jump, you just go right over him. So for whatever reason, putting out a button moves Shazam's hitbox backwards behind him. But doing that, man, no problems whatsoever. And actually, let's see if that works on sword flip. I don't think it does. I think it auto-corrects on sword flip. Yeah, it's much harder to punish. So if you were expecting to go in with a Herculean Might, you'll probably miss that punish. That back 2-3 punish. Well, let's see. Let's make sure that's back 2-3 punish. I don't even know what that is. Definitely can catch it with Achilles Atlas Torpedo. Excuse me. Oh, and you do get that if you want it. Cool. So there you go, gang. That's how you beat Wakeups, Deathstrokes, Wakeups. It's wake up attacks. You know what I'm talking about. Peace.